You have to tip your hat to Jan's resilience.
Yes,
he's blundering a lot, but the gumption with which he's following up the exchange sacrifice was an incredibly wise decision. It was savvy, and it paid off beautifully. Wesley getting nervous in those conversion situations, and a Berlin. And Jan choosing a relatively risk-free line, this Rookie 1 variation, which is very, very popular now for many years.
So if this ends in a draw, we just keep going, right?
Armageddon.
Oh, there's an Armageddon after this. And the Armageddon is bid, or is it?
It's just bid. It's bid, and the white gets 5 minutes by definition, and black basically gets the lowest bidder gets black with the amount of time that they bid. White gets 5 minutes. It's as simple as that. And we might get an Armageddon at this rate. This is insipid, to say the least.
Well,
not a huge fan of Jan's choice here. I mean, he's got white. You got to try.
Right.
You got to try. G4 maybe? No. Hard to say who's playing for an advantage here.
I like this A-pawn shuffle. That's really nice by Wesley.
Yeah, I like Wesley. What Wesley's doing. He's making a little bit more progress than Jan, but Jan's 2 bishops should give him a pretty smooth passage to a draw. Should he want it.
Yeah, they might repeat here. Yeah, Jan's got nothing.
No need for Jan to do anything crazy.
That's it. All right.
Lord, another draw.
So,
and
Armageddon. Wow. The lowest bidder gets black and only needs to make a draw. I've not commentated an Armageddon before for the RCC, Daniel. So what has tended to happen previously? And, does somebody bid? Can you bid in sort of half minutes, like 3.5 minutes, for example?
Yeah, you can bid any amount of time. You can bid. Okay. If you want to play white, you bid 4 minutes and 59 seconds. Now, there's a sort of math game to be played where if you want to play black, and most people anecdotally prefer black in the Armageddon situation, but if you bid too low a number, if you bid 2 minutes, then you spot your opponent 3 minutes. That's absurd. So the most common bid is something to the effect of 3.5 or 4 minutes. And if the bid is the same, then they rebid until the bids are different. I think Armageddon is an incredibly fair way to decide the winner. I think it's an amazing invention. And we've had only a couple Armageddons in RCC history. They've always gone down to the wire. And critical detail, Lawrence, no increment in the Armageddon, which means flagging is absolutely on the table.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. Especially in the dirty way. The dirty flagging is always
extra points for dirty flagging.
Extra points, yeah, exactly. So let's see. I'm curious how they'll get it all negotiated. Remember, guys, they are playing for big, big money. Firstly, today, they're playing for big money. Let's have a look at the prizes just for today. $7,500 first prize.
4K is on the line here.
Yeah, look, these guys are doing fine for themselves. Don't get me wrong. Wesley and Jan are making the big bucks at the top. But, it's still a relevant amount of money. But, of course, the point is for Jan to get into that top 12 and move to the next stage. That's what he really wants, because then we have some serious cash. I believe there is, is it 50 up top or 30 up top? I think
it's 30. It's 30 up top. But there's a minimum price. So for Jan, what's on the line is not just these 4K, but potentially a lot more. 5K minimum prize and 30K for first place. So this is actually a very important Armageddon game for Jan.
It's actually a $12,500. Sorry, it's not a $12,500 swing, but it's he either gets 3,500 or he gets 12.5K, right? So it's what's that?
10K basically.
10K-ish. A 10K-ish Armageddon game. What a life, huh? To be able to play a bit of chess for $10,000.
3 minutes, 4 minutes. I mean, chess is one of the only sports where you get this kind of situation, which makes it so fascinating. The tension that this will be packed with is incredible. And we have word that Jan Nepomniatchi will be playing with the black pieces, and he will have 4 minutes on the nose to Wesley's 5 minutes. So once again, Armageddon. If Jan draws this game, he wins the match, but he is spotting Wesley 1 minute. 5 minutes for Wesley, 4 minutes for Jan, no increment. RCC on the line, and Jan's qualification to the final 12 also on the line. Here we go. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's do it.
I can't wait for this. This is going to be. I have a feeling flagging is going to be in the equation.
Let's do some predictions. What do you think?
I'm going to have to go with Jan. I mean, Jan has been playing really, really fast. If he can avoid those dogged one-move blunders.
Yeah.
And he plays his trusty Petrov, which he knows inside and out. Castles. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
That's rare. Usually knight takes d7 is automatic.
Rare. That is rare. Did Wesley expect bishop d6? Because that's the main line in pre-move castles? Probably not, right? C6.
That would have been...
No,
this is a line. This has been played too.
This is definitely a line.
G6.
Yeah, nice move. Now knight d3, queen d3, bishop f5 comes with tempo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Wesley thinking about how to arrange his pieces. Now, obviously, f5 is always an idea to reckon with, and he decides to preserve his bishop. Bishop f5. It hurts black that he can't fianchetto. This knight on c5 is kind of dead weight. But if you bring it back to e6, you potentially run into g4.
Right.
So maybe knight e4 should be considered. Ooh. He does play knight e6.
Okay. Also looks kind of fine.
Yeah, he's daring white to play g4. And if white plays knight d2, then Jan will have the time to play h5 and control the light squares. No, I like what he's doing here.
Me too.
I like what Jan is doing. Uh-oh. I thought h5 might have been better, more prudent, but he decides to trade the dark squared bishops. Queen b6. Uh-oh. Is Wesley losing control of the game here?
Little bit, actually, right? Actually, quite. Do you have to give b2? Okay, knight b4.
Okay, so the big question, b2? Queen takes b2. I think you can. I mean, Wesley has obvious compensation there. Knight takes f5 does damage the structure, but I find it very hard to believe that black is in any real danger here. Uh-oh. And Jan is getting close here. Unless Wesley has to find really something outside the box to generate actual compensation that will give him winning chances. And the time situation has equalized, which is always a very bad sign in an Armageddon game.
I think Wesley's in serious trouble here.
Bishop d3. That's a good move, though. He's going after Jan's only weakness.
Right. No, that's actually a clutch move. Bishop d3. That keeps him.
It's a huge move. Yeah. And his biggest chance here is to catch Jan's king in the center and trap it and generate attacking chances against it. Wait.
What? No, rook b1 is
hated that move.
No, rook b1 is clever, and yeah. And now,
it was a terrible move.
No, it was terrible. It was a huge blunder. It's a huge blunder.
He just gives up f5 in the worst possible version. He could have gotten this position with 2 extra tempi.
Goodness me. What a terrible mistake.
And truly. Now the king, the worst nightmare has come true. The king can't castle queenside. You're caught in the center, and all Wesley needs to do is find a way to blast this position open.
Wow.
Rook f3. And it's +6. Is there some sort of e6 move?
I mean, it's just hopeless. Your king is stuck in the center. You can't get safe.
Oh, okay. Queen c1 is the move, by the way.
Queen d4 is also probably good enough because 96 you can take on b7, and there's no queen e1, queen g3. So
but rook h6, excellent
e6.
defensive move.
E6 now 96. If f6, queen g7. But
then maybe I can castle and give away the exchange. I think I can play f takes c6, queen g7, long castle, castle, and and Jan is right back into it. Jan is right back into it. Look at how many pawns he's going to have.
Yeah, it's a lot of pawns.
The knight is going to have a huge square on e4. Wesley's botched this.
Wow.
Wesley has botched this. He's probably still better, but this is a wild position.
That's insane.
Queen takes a2 as possible, knight e4. And Jan's got very, very serious compensation for the exchange. d4.
Goodness me.
Goes back to h7, hitting f5.
What a mess.
I confess. Oh, the knight can't move. You get checkmated.
Goodness me.
It appears that d4 was imprudent, but he pushes it, pinning his hopes on the passer.
Yeah, but it gets blocked. Rook takes d3.
Rook takes d3.
I mean, come on.
Oh, come on. Man, you had to move the king.
I mean,
Jan has just been discombobulated.
Rook d1.
Rook d1.
Yeah, rook d1 is over.
And that's game, set, match. The queen can't even defend the knight. This is resign time for Jan.
Wow.
And it's Wesley So with another fist pump and a deserved one. The first game, he was pressing, Jan survived. Blitz game, another miracle survival. But this time, he caught him on and punished him for his blunders. Wesley wins the Armageddon game. He wins the RCC, and Maxim Motlikov somewhere in an apartment in Moscow, he is breathing a big, big sigh of relief.
Actually, that result for Maxim Motlikov is a $5,000 minimum bonus for him, right? So what an extraordinary final.
Just incredible.
Just really, I thought